All right, away we go. Long time no see. I figured I'd do a quick video just to let everyone know that I'm still around and working on this, and I haven't let it go. But I will talk about basically the past 6, 7, 8 months since I did that last video, and some snags that I've hit, and some roadblocks, and some mostly bad, some good, I guess. But I figured I'd just fill everybody in, just so you know what's going on. Shortly after the last video that I had done, I reached out to an NGO asking for some articles they had written back in the early 80s around the time of Samantha. And they were concerning disarmament, just to see if there's anything in there that was of value. And they were very nice. They sent me everything they had from the time period that I requested, and it was 4 or 5 articles, I think, from 1983, 84, 85 time period. So when I opened those up on my computer crashed just out of the blue, and oddly enough, this was on August 25th of last year. I'm not making that up. And so I spent the next day to 2 or 3 days trying to get my computer back up to speed. I couldn't. I had to actually remove the hard drive and put it into an external casing and try it that way. The hard drive was completely corrupted. I'm not saying that the files caused but it's an odd coincidence, and that it happened on the night of August 25th. But anyway, I lost probably 3 to 4 months worth of work. I hadn't backed up in 3 or 4 months, and that's on me, And so I lost a lot of edits that I had done to the writing. I've had a couple of people doing some editing for me, and I lost all of that. So, any rate, that set me back at that point. But so what I figured I'd do is just keep backing up every day, and hopefully that and not have that happen to me again. But anyway, after that, I was approached to do a podcast, national podcast, and I'll talk more about that when it's actually going to come out, because I'm not sure what's going on with it. But I wound up doing probably almost 4 hours worth of interviewing for it over a 2-day period. And it's in regards to Samantha's connection with Lime Street and Robert Wagner. But should be a really good podcast if it comes out, and hopefully I'll be in there, and I will update people with that. It was supposed to come out in November, I think, and then it got pushed back, and now it's I'm not sure what's going on with it. But as soon as I hear about that, I'll update that with everybody on here. For the so right after I interviewed for the podcast, I decided to take a trip to Maine and try and talk to a few people up there. One including Jane, Samantha's mother. I won't mention the other two, but one of them I had a really good interview, very very heartbreaking interview with her. I won't mention the name on here, but it was a good interview. And when I went to Jane's house, she wasn't there. A nice older gentleman approached me. I told him who I was, what I was doing, just wanted to ask questions, some questions of Jane that I've still always wanted to speak with her, but she wasn't there. So I asked for her phone number, and he gave it to me on an old Samantha Smith Center business card. And so I called Jane shortly after that, left a message because she didn't answer. And has not called back. And this was 4 or 5 months ago. So I know she doesn't want to speak with me. That's fine. It's unfortunate, and I definitely understand why she doesn't want to talk to me now. And that's something I will talk about in the next video. Actually, I do want to talk about this because there is a reason why, I think. So after that, So after that, my backup that I was backing everything up wound up being exposed, and then it got crushed. So I lost everything on my backup at that point, and I had been moving everything from my computer to the backup. So once again, I had to go back through, and I had to go through old emails. I lost everything. It took me 2 weeks to get everything back. I was able to get most of it. I definitely lost some good stuff. I lost the FBI FOIA requests, documents. There's some stuff that I lost. But getting back, back on track. I've started, on the next chapter of writing, going back into Samantha's lineage, which is very fascinating. Her family, like Arthur's family and Jane's family. Some really good stuff there. So I've been working on that piece of it and trying to get back into writing, but I've definitely hit some snags here. And I will keep going, and I actually will try to do more videos. And the next video, I'm going to briefly discuss why I think that Jane won't speak with me. And I think that it's going to be a good video. I'll touch on a lot of stuff that I have not talked about yet that will reveal some more pieces of the puzzle to all of this. But all right, that should catch everybody up. I will try to do some more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, and I appreciate everybody watching and listening, and I'll keep in touch and do some more videos. All right, thanks, bye.